Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Marcus Speaks. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live, where I talk about all trending topics and such on this channel. Let me turn on my theme music. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, so welcome to Marcus Speaks Live, everybody. If you could like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel if you are new here. I'm gonna go over some promotions and I'm gonna get into the show. All right, I have a great show lined up for you guys tonight. It's not really gonna be a long show per se, but I do have the link. I do have a link pinned in the chat to where you can come up and talk to me if you want to talk about any of the topics that I present to you guys tonight. Link is in the chat. Please hit it if you want to come up. There are only 3 rules, and I will get to those 3 rules in a minute. But in the meantime, in between time, if you could, please go and subscribe to both of my YouTube channels. My main channel, which houses Marcus Speaks Live, my podcast show. Please subscribe to that and hit the bell icon to all. Also, If you scroll down, if you're on my channel, you'll see my second channel, Marcus Speaks Play. And the second channel only houses exclusive game content. As well as here too on Marcus Speaks Play, you can see all of the playlist. But if you just want to get into gameplay footage, it's right over there on Marcus Speaks Play. So, like I was saying with the link, you can hit the link if you like and come up and talk to me about all of the topics I have planned tonight. But there are three rules. All right, I'm just going to tell you that now. There are three rules, and let's go over those rules now. Rule number one: you must be on camera at all times. I must see who I am speaking with at all times. Also, if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. Still have to be on camera back here on the back in the backstage. If you don't want to be on camera, there is a private chat sitting back here that I can view. And please let me know if you do or do not want to be on camera. Put your name that is hovered above your screen here on the backstage, and then write if you would like to or would not like to be on camera to the public. And when I go through everyone who I have back here in the private chat who lets me know that, I will let you know before coming up. If you I will let you know before coming up to please turn your camera off. And rule number 3: please silence all background noise. Go to a secluded spot in your house and then come and talk to me. I don't want to hear what's going on in your life. If you're outside and it's very loud outside, please either go into your car or go into your house so you can hear me and we can hear you better. No background music. Please turn me off if you are viewing me on your phone. If you would like to talk to me either on your computer or from your phone, please turn whatever you have me on in the background, please. Or turn all background music off or background sound so we can hear you better. It's for a better viewing experience. Now, I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer because we are going to get into some things tonight, and those things are, what do I have written down here? Because I'm trying to get everything good. So, it's going to be a great show. If you guys have seen the thumbnail, that is what I am speaking about tonight. I will be speaking on the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan goes after Rizza Islam. So this shall be entertaining. Now, I don't know what else to say other than what I have planned for you guys tonight. So I will have a pre-show tonight. The pre-show, um, I will be speaking of two videos. Well, it's three. I have 4 or 5 videos all together, but the two first videos that I have for you in the beginning of this is wild. And then the topic for the pre-show that I have for you guys tonight, I think you guys might like it. So, um, just like any other thing that I do tonight, I want to let you guys know when I make my points here on this show, I have to go over fair use with you guys, because the only way I can play these videos is if I go through the fair use policy, as well as not only fair use policy for YouTube, but it's also the law. So I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what fair use is. And this is what fair use is. Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you about fair use. It's the law. Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyright motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, so let's get into the pre-show. So, this is what I have for you guys tonight. Let's go over it. So I have a road rage incident. Also have the Philly kids that ransacked that Wawa, and some stuff on Tasha K. So let's get into it. So the very first thing that I have for you guys tonight is the Roadrage incident, which is hilarious nonetheless, because this lady is very adamant of uh I guess telling the person off that's in this car that you're about to see. So here we go. What the fuck is up, bro? What the fuck is up,
She just hit my car.
Bitch, I'm gonna break your shit,
What did I do?
I'm gonna break your
What did I do?
face.
What did I do?
I'm gonna break
What
your
did I do? Why are you
face.
so mad?
I'm gonna break your
Why are you so mad?
face.
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
Oh.
Why? Why are you so mad?
Oh.
Why are you threatening me? I'm just trying to get to work. I'm just trying to get to work.
Bruh.
So, as you can see, now, this is one thing I will say. If y'all are ever caught about and you guys are driving and this happens to you, please call the police, because you don't know what people have in their car. They could have a gun, crowbar, knife, blade of any sort. So your best bet is to just stay in your car. One, number two, call the police, because that was uncalled for. I don't know what the guy did beforehand. We don't know what transpired to that. Maybe he cut her off and she didn't like that, so she wanted to confront him, or maybe something could have happened within that time, and we don't know precisely, but it's scary nonetheless. Like I recently, just the beginning of last month, if not the end of August, I I was in sort of kind of a road rage incident. So to go over it real quick, so I had just got off of work, so every 2 weeks, just so I don't have to do all of this stuff in the morning, I go and I get some money out the ATM, because I got to get my hair cut, I got to go grocery shopping, and all this other stuff. So I go after work, I go and get some money out of my bank's ATM, and then I go home. So on my way to the ATM, I'm driving as usual, and let me put this down. If you guys could, please like this video, subscribe if you're new here, and share this stream to all of your respective social medias if you can, please. So, like I was saying, I'm going to the ATM. It's a normal, it's nighttime. It's after midnight, and I'm driving to the ATM. So as I'm driving to the ATM, this van that's in my lane in front of me, he's going very slow. Speed limit says 45. He's doing all of 30, because I can tell by my speed limit, or my speedometer in my car, that I was going 30 miles per hour. So this guy had to be doing at least 30 to 35 miles an hour, and the speed limit is 45. So I decided to get out of that lane and go over to the next lane to my left. fast lane. So I speed up in front of him. He starts to speed up next to me. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I'm not paying it any mind. I'm just driving, and then we get to I see a red light, but as soon as we approach the the red light, it turns green. So I keep going. So this dude, he starts to take up a little bit of the right lane and the left lane that I was in. So I pushed on my brakes and I started to veer back a little bit because I don't know what this dude is about to do. And plus I don't want my car hit. And it would be his fault if he did hit my car, but I would have to put out that $500 premium. So that's one thing I'm not trying to do. So he gets over in his lane, so I find my window and I just speed up. I just fly past him. He's probably like 5 cars behind me, so I just keep going, right? So we finally reach a red light. So he opens up his door and I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? And I see him grab for something, so I always have knives on me at all times. It was just said last night of this podcast I was watching. He said the same thing that I have always thought. He said that he carries a knife on him because he doesn't want to get into a predicament or an altercation to where he either has to take a life or his life is going to get taken away from him. So that's the same thing I've been always thinking with me carrying these knives. If I have one knife in my hand. If that gets taken out of my hand, I have another one to combat my knife with. The name of the game, people, is to not get stabbed by your own knife if you're carrying one. That's the name of the game. All right. If you're carrying a blade on you, the worst thing that can happen is if you get cut or stabbed by your own blade. That's probably the stupidest thing that you could probably do by carrying knives on you. So, to further the story with this road rage story. So I grab my knife and he's kind of out of his car. So I roll my window down and I'm like, "What the fuck you want, yo?" And he was like, "Yeah, I thought you bitch. Yeah, that's what I thought." I said, "Yeah, get in your car, motherfucker. You ain't shit. Get in your car." So light turns green, we go. Right? So I'm probably, I would say maybe like a half a mile. I can see the sign of my bank, so I can get some money out. So I'm probably about a half a mile away. So I'm like, all right, if I can get into his lane without him doing anything stupid, I'll be fine. So I let him go ahead of me. I turn in his lane, and he's steady punching on his brakes. There's a shoulder, right? It's a shoulder, so I can just get onto the shoulder because I was probably like a few seconds away from getting to my bank. So I just ride the shoulder for that whole half mile. So he steady trying to get in that that side as well. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? So I get to the turning section and I turn. I make a right turn. So instead of me sitting in my car, I park my car and I get out and I go to the ATM just in case this guy wants to start an altercation or come back and start an altercation. So I have my card in my hand. I put my card in the machine. I punch my numbers. I put the amount that I want. I see him drive past again. So I'm like, all right, what does this dude want? I don't know this. I don't know this dude. Like this dude is annoying right now. Like, so I get my money out. I go to my car and I put my money up. I roll my windows up and I hit my locks on my door. Pop my trunk and grab my crowbar that's in my trunk. So I'm just sitting there for probably about 2 minutes to see if I see him again. He never comes back. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me get in my car and let me go home. So I get home and everything's fine. But that's a testament to you guys, to me telling you that you don't know what the hell somebody's capable of when it comes to this road rage shit. You see Shorty got out of her car, she punched dude's car, drove up next to him after he drove away from her, and she got next to him and started shouting and screaming at him. And who knows what would have happened, because she got out of her car once again, and it was like, yo, that's some crazy shit. So people, please be safe while driving, all right? So that was the first part of this. So I'm gonna show you guys this video of these kids in Philly that ransacked a Wawa. And I don't know if flash mobs are happening all over again. Y'all remember back what, in like 2014, 15, maybe 16, like these flash mobs just started coming out of nowhere and like ransacking shit and taking shit. So here's a video of this going on, and it just happened, I believe, either not this week, maybe last week, but I believe it happened sometime this week. Here we go.
I'm walking out of here, bro.
Did you hear? She said, "Are y'all gonna keep recording, or y'all gonna make make some food?" Hey, I will say the same thing. Like, fuck what they doing. Do your job. Let me get my food, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't be happening. Like, why are these kids doing this? Like, this is crazy. So let's keep going. Let's see what happens.
Are y'all making a sandwich or y'all gonna keep recording?
It's gonna be a little while.
Okay, but like,
That's the aftermath. Just think of everybody who has to clean that up. I would be pissed. I would be fucking furious. Why in the hell? And look, check this out. So it's this mall that's in Delaware. I live like right on the Delaware line. I'm on the Maryland side, but I'm right on the Delaware line. So it's this mall that's in Newcastle County, Delaware, where it's a nice mall. I would say Newcastle County has all of two malls in it, maybe three. I'm not too sure. I only know of two. But anyway, um, so it came a time, and I'm pretty sure it's still a rule now, that at maybe, was it 6 o'clock? Maybe 6 o'clock. All underage patrons have to be accompanied by an adult. So anyone anyone under 18 has to be chaperoned after 6 o'clock. So they put that rule in place when I was about maybe what 20. I was about 20 years old. So um they did that because it was a high influx of kids coming in the mall around 6 o'clock. And like at this time, this mall didn't have a movie theater anymore. They didn't have like like an arcade anymore. The arcade was long gone. And what else didn't they have anymore? They didn't really have any place for the kids to like hang out, and be teens or whatever. So now they do. They've built that. They've built the movie theater. They don't have an arcade, but you can go into GameStop and play demos and stuff. But um like this is before they renovated the mall as well. They recently got the renovations done. What, back in 2017, maybe 16. It's a nice mall though. If you ever come to Delaware, the Christiana area of Newark, nice mall. You won't be mad at the layout and the stores and stuff. It's all kinds of stores. Got what we got? The Nordstrom's, Apple Store, J.C. Penney's, Macy's, Target, and all the other stores. Got Foot Lockers and stuff like that. You got it's a wide array of things in there. It's a nice mall. But they basically, at one point, some shit had popped off to where they had to call the police in, and the canines were out too. They had like 6 canines, and they told everyone to leave the mall. If they did not leave the mall, they would release that they would release the hounds or whatever, right? So what they give us, all of like 15 seconds. If you're not out the mall by 15 seconds, and they was telling us which way to go out, we was like, well, officer, we parked over here. They was like, we don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. We was like, hold on, sir. Like, just work with us. Is it possible that we can take that exit because we're not in this? Like, what I mean? Me and my homeboys who went, was like, we're not, we don't know anything about what the hell was going on. We was in a store. So that was like, well, we're shutting the mall down or whatever. We was like, all right, fine. Take this, or can we go out that way? He was like, nah, take this way, or we will be releasing 3 dogs on y'all. So I was like, all right, fuck it. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. So we left, and I believe they did release the dogs on like the rest of the crowd that was in there, and they arrested people. So it was some fucked up shit that was going on, but this is why places have security, because of shit like this. And you won't be surprised about what happened outside when after all this was done. Check this out.
Bro, Brooke is out here! Bro, come here!
So not only were they messing up the establishment on the inside, but they also started messing things up on the outside. But not only that, they started fighting each other. Why was they fighting each other if y'all all went inside, ransacked the Wawa, and then left? Now, that's the crazy part out of all of this, because who knows the motive and who cares? Because there's no reason why they did it. They're like, the police are still trying to figure out why that happened. But be that as it may, there was no reason issued yet. But they ransacked that damn Wawa. Now, after that, those workers who were working that night, even the guys who were back there making food, they have to come out. They have to shut the store down. They have to clean everything up, put the shelves back where they were, put all the product back that can go back on the shelf, throw out all the other stuff that got ripped open or whatever, and sweep up and mop and stuff, so the store can look presentable again. Who's ever watching right now, if you please could like this video, subscribe if you're new, and share to your respective social medias if you could, please. Thank you. And if you want to come up and talk to me tonight about any of the topics that I present, you can. The link is pinned in the chat. And please come up. There's only 3 rules. You must be on camera at all times here on the backstage. If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera to the public, but you still have to be on camera on the backstage. There's a private chat back here if you want to let me know if you do or if you don't. Put your name that you have above your screen and let me know if you do or if you don't. Don't make it a conversation. Just let me know if you do, if you don't want to be on camera, and I'll make that happen. Also, the third rule is please silence all background noise. No music. I don't want to hear myself if you watch me on the television or on your phone. Please shut me off or turn me down, and then we can get into the conversation. Thank you. So, yeah, so they gotta do all that. They gotta clean the store back up and everything, and make the store look presentable all over again. They shouldn't have to do this because it is wild that this happened. That those kids thought that was fine or whatever. Let me go back to the video and show y'all exactly what I was doing. So this is wild. Why is this something that they thought was fine to do? Because you're on camera, number one. All Wawas have cameras posted outside and inside. So they got your face some type of way. Everyone who was, probably everyone who was in that store are now suspects. Even the two ladies asking, "Hey, can you make me some food?" They're suspects now. Also, you see all this foolishness that they got, laid out and whatever. People have to clean that up. Although, and I said this about, I forgot what I was talking about, but I was talking about how I worked in a grocery store and how everything is insured and guaranteed, even if it doesn't get purchased or whatever. So all the stuff that they're throwing out, they're gonna get the money back from that, but still, that's still product that they could have sold to a customer. But be that as it may, it's wild everything that's going on. Then they're outside fighting each other after they did a collective effort and ransacked the place. It makes no sense. Now, if I could be frank right now, I believe that Wawa either is the newest Wawa that Philly has gotten, which is probably, I think, the biggest Wawa in America or just in Philly itself, or that Wawa is a Wawa that I would frequent before I would go to the club that was right down the street from that Wawa. I'm not too sure which one it is. They don't have really a stamp on where in Philly it is, but still. But anyway, once again, people, if anything like that happens, get the fuck out the store and go home or go to another Wawa, because you don't know if you're going to be, placed as a suspect. I'm pretty sure the people, if the cop comes, reviews the tape, sees those two ladies trying to order some food, seeing that what's going on, I'm pretty sure they would be like, all right, cool, they wasn't in this. Let's not call them, but we still need their statements, but they're not suspects at this point. But all the other people that was outside fighting and carrying on, they're all suspects, and they'll probably, if they can get identified, they'll probably be locked up before the end of next week. Just saying. But let's get into the last topic of tonight. Well, not tonight. Not the last topic of tonight, but the last pre-show topic of tonight. Y'all's girl, my girl, Tasha K. Tasha K. Tasha K, if anyone doesn't know, she had a lawsuit with Cardi B, and she lost that. She lost the trial. Not only did she lose the trial, she also lost the appeal. So since she lost both respected court filings of the lawsuit and then the appeal, she has to pay out, was it all of $4 million, I believe. They kind of veered it back to like 3.8 million or something like that. And she hasn't paid up yet. She actually took a trip. And I'll let you guys know exactly what her plans are when it comes to said trip. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned the sound off. Let's start that over.
I'm not coming back.
You're not coming back where?
I'm not coming back to Miami. I'm not doing it.
Hey y'all, welcome to Blonay TV. I'm your host Lisa Blonay, and this is What's Tea. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody's got to do it. And it looks like Tasha K has left her daughter in Miami in the care of none other than Chelsea. Yeah, you heard me right. Now, as we all know, Tasha K has fled to Africa, got remarried, and took a trip to the bank in Mali for a transfer of funds. Now, it sounds like Tasha K is evading Cardi B's relentless foot on her neck to get her money.
I hope Cardi B knows, not Cardi B, but I hope Tasha K knows that anywhere in any country, they can come for you. There is a law on the books, which I believe trumped the law where, you know, certain countries they couldn't come in and come retrieve you or whatever. That's no more. I hope she knows that it's no more, because any place that you go and you're fleeing legal issues, or let's say you committed a murder or something or whatever, and you flee the country, they can come after you. I hope she knows this. She's been going live and stuff. I hope she knows the FBI and the CIA can look at and pinpoint exactly where she is and come get her. I hope she knows that, because there is no fleeing or evading legal issues anymore in this country. If you had an issue here in this country, you have to face that shit face up. There's no more of that anymore. So her fleeing to this African country, we don't know where she's at. I believe it's in this this article, this short article that I have for you guys. And other than that, she's saying that she's not coming back. Okay, fine, but you will be brought back in a timely fashion. Here we go.
B's relentless foot on her neck to get her money.
What is y'all doing with my money? What is y'all doing with my money? I want to know. I want receipts. I want everything. I want to know what y'all with my what is y'all with my.
And I'm damn sure with Cardi on that. Hell, hashtag BBHMM. Now, she recently filed paperwork in Georgia to seize property and assets owned by Tasha K. Now, Cardi B has demanded that Chase Bank and its employees hold all of Tasha K's property, money, wages, and other assets, including property in safe deposit boxes or similar property. Now,
in other terms, she wants everything. She wants everything. She wants the house, the dog, the kids, and it all. She wants everything. All right? So, by her fleeing, which if you guys don't know, Tasha K didn't only just flee Georgia, she fled the country. She fled Georgia to Florida, Florida to whatever African country she's in. Hope you guys knew that as well. If not, you heard it here first. I've covered Tasha K in this ordeal a few times. I think sometime like, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago, I probably covered like this whole ordeal all over again. I covered her trial as well. It didn't look good in the beginning. Then I played that I played the audio of the video when she was in all white. After it was like a 12-minute video, she was in all white and she was talking to her winos about how she's going to take this to appeals and all this other foolishness, and she lost that too. So now, since she has to pay up not only the money that she owes Cardi, which is the $3.8 million, she also has to pay, if it's not $250,000, it's $150,000 of legal, not legal fees, but yeah, I believe it's Cardi's legal fees and doctor visit payments or whatever. So she has no other option other than to pay. She said various times she doesn't have it. Well, the government will find a way for you to have it. That is property, safety deposit, either in your house or at the bank. What did they just say? Property, safety deposit, any wage garnishment as well. So that means everything that she makes from YouTube and her own personal money that she gets from either her website or her app or whatever, like whatever money she gets from that goes to Cardi. Or a percentage of it will go to Cardi because Cardi ain't playing no more. She wants her money. Although I believe Cardi just lost her case that was in New York, but she got it. She got what was it? She got she got what was it? What is that she got? Y'all let me know in the chat. She got community service. So she has to do what? I think it's like a month of community service. So she'll do that in no time. She has to do what, like 8 hours a day. I think it has to go all the way up to like maybe 400 hours or something like that of community service she has to do. But she got all this behind her now. That case and this Tasha K stuff, that's the only thing that she's like, yo, I want my money because y'all playing with me, yo. Like, give me my money. And she ain't playing no more with Tasha. And I said this during when I was covering the case. By Cardi B taking Tasha K to court for her wrongdoing, and her also um and her also saying all kinds of salacious stuff and getting sued for defamation, and the person who sued her won. I said that sets a precedent here for people on YouTube who do either gossip or news or whatever on celebrities and people like lack thereof or whatever. I said Cardi set a precedent to where this can't happen anymore. Nicki Minaj just sued some chick that was saying crazy stuff about her. Now I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I think it's kind of sort of the same like this Cardi B stuff. So, we might hear sometime next year that she lost as well because Cardi B's case set a precedent for all of this. And I don't talk crazy about celebrities. I don't even talk about celebrities like that. Like, I'm like, if it's a trending topic and it's cool, I won't say nothing out of the way to where, oh yeah, they did this, they did. I will never say that ever, because I know better now. I also came on this platform and also said I have a when this mic is in front of me, I have a responsibility, and that responsibility is very major because I can get sued for what the hell I say up here. Although we have free speech in this country, I can be sued for what I say on my platform, just like Tasha K. But she didn't understand that. So, hey, whatever. But let's get back into this video because there's more things that's on here, that's in this video that you have to hear.
As we all assume, when Tasha touches toes back in the States is when the takedown begins. But hold up. Tasha K went live with Chelsea and she said she ain't coming back to Miami. Oh yeah, she also spilled some tea on Bishop Whitehead. Y'all take a listen.
I'm not coming back.
You're not coming back where?
I'm not coming back to Miami. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
So, and also, tell my baby I love her. Please kiss her auntie for her, since they think that I only left you in charge of my daughter. But my daughter...
You did only leave me. Tawana doesn't do anything.
I did not do that. She's there to watch you to make sure that my baby...
Tawana been on Brickle every night. She comes home in the dead of the morning. 6, 7 o'clock, I'm waking up, going to the schoolhouse. making
We gotta
Starbucks
Hey,
runs.
Yes, that was her daughter.
Hey, Tawana.
Yes.
Tawana.
Come. You was pretty good.
Tawana, CPS ain't came to the house yet. Have they looking for me?
No.
Since I've abandoned my child in high school.
You did not abandon her. You did abandon her.
I left her to go to high school because it's illegal to take her out of school, for that many days. And I'm not lying about nobody dying, so yeah. That's why my stove clean. That's why it's clean.
I know you was in my stories yesterday being a hater looking for the grease stains. It is clean.
Okay, listen. Does the bishop have the link?
Yes, the bishop has the link, and the bishop is over there right now.
I don't see him in the chat. The bishop is live with us on TashaKLive.com. He's supposed to be Bishop Whitehead. We got a lot of questions to ask about yesterday.
Which, speaking about Bishop Whitehead, the two men who robbed him, what was it, like a month ago or so? They've been arrested. So sometime next week, I will be covering that as well. I might get into the interview that she did with him. Who knows? But I will be covering that.
We got Fuckery Friday, so y'all need to come on over. Go ahead and post my earrings and my necklace. I expect to have it on my dresser when I get back, and I expect all of my sheets and carpets and stuff and floors to be scrubbed and washed. That's if I'm coming back. If I'm not coming back, I'll send a private jet to my daughter. I'll see you in the app.
Wait, okay? Us?
TashaKLive.com.
For her daughter, is she not gonna send a jet for us? What? Everybody getting on?
That is it for now. I will be back.
Now, that was wild. Let me read this article real quick. It goes over basically everything. So, Tasha K asked court to stop Cardi B from wage garnishment. This is from thesourcemagazine.com, and it says, last week, rapper Cardi B began garnishment. Hold on, let me bring up the video. Not the video, the picture. So, it says, last week, rapper Cardi B began garnishment proceedings against gossip vlogger Tasha K. Tasha K moved to Africa and bragged about dodging the $4 million judgment awarded to Cardi B after winning her lawsuit for defamation. Now, Tasha is trying to convince a judge to stop the proceedings. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Tasha K has filed documents in Georgia pleading for the judge to stop Cardi B from being able to collect on the judgment until her appeal is heard. However, Cardi B is opposing this motion, claiming Tasha K has to put up a bond of $3.8 million. The blogger is desperately trying to convince the judge to side with her. In recent court documents, Cardi B demanded that Tasha K's bank account withhold her remaining assets, property, wages, and any additional items she owns. Basically, she took her to the cleaners. That's basically what this means. So, although Cardi B has awarded damages for her mental distress, questions surrounding the ethical nature of her lawsuit have begun to make the rounds on social media, with people questioning whether she was justified in taking Tasha K's belongings. Yeah, she was. Tasha K said she didn't have it, right? Tasha K said she didn't have the money. So that means they need collateral. Collateral being her wages, her, hey, what's going on, GMS? Her wages, her property, and anything that she owns. So that means they will take all of her things to an appraiser to see how much everything is worth to settle the debt. If any of her belongings doesn't proceed over 3.8, her wages will then get garnished all, not all over, but her wages will start being garnished. So how is it that she's thinking that she can't take me for all my stuff? My appeal hasn't been heard. Well, you still lost the case, lady. Like, I don't understand how she thinks that her not paying this debt is okay. You owe Cardi B money. What you should have done was shut the fuck up. That's what you should have did, is shut all the way the fuck up. Because this is what happens. When you start bumping your gums online, telling lies about people, this shit happens. So, people talking about you getting, taken to the cleaners for everything that you own. Basically, people, all I'm saying is Tasha K's broke. All right. She's working. She is an employee of Tasha K Inc. All right. Tasha K, yeah. Yeah, that's Tasha K ran to the motherland because she got scared of what would happen. And this is what's going on. She's basically saying, well, I'm gonna flee to this African country that no one knows about, but I'm gonna go live and tell people where I'm at, sort of, and tell everybody I still don't have it. I'm never gonna pay it. Well, this is what happens. You get your wages garnished, you get your property taken away from you, and you get your belongings taken away from you, as well as, what was the other thing that they said? Wages, um, property, her remaining assets, meaning businesses, and, or anything else that she owns that's assets, cars, shit like that. Uh, her wages is getting garnished, her property's being taken away from her, and her assets are being removed from her. So she has no standing in this. She might as well just quit while she's ahead. Now, to finish the article off, is just one sentence. For Cardi B making an example out of Tasha K was by taking her to the cleaners for messing with her and her family. Because if you guys didn't know what Tasha K said in her videos to that was talking about Cardi B, she said that the girl had herpes. So as evidence for the case, she had to get Cardi B had to get a STD test or STI test done. So with that, the the court had to get that information from her doctor to see if she really did have um herpes, because Tasha K said she had herpes. So not only that, when I believe Culture was born, she said that since since Cardi B has herpes, by her giving birth to her daughter, she would then pass on the herpes to her. That was a bad idea, Tasha K. Real bad idea that you did that. You know why? Because not only did you bring her into it, Cardi B, in Quavo, not Quavo, Offset. Not only did you bring Cardi B and Offset in this, you brought their children in this. That's exactly when Cardi B went ham, and she filed her lawsuit. So Tasha K was all over the internet like, I ain't got it, we ain't going to court, ain't no court date, blah 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 blah. And then what? Earlier this year sometime, she got taken to court and then lost after a week of trial because her lawyers were bad lawyers. This is what she gets. And anybody who is a wino, who's still basically giving her cash apps or donating to her or donating to her cash app and paying her super chats here on YouTube, I don't know what to tell you other than a fool and their money will soon shall part. But who am I? But this wraps up the portion of this. So let's get into the overview of today's show. I have a very good show for you guys. It might be short, but like I said, you guys can come in and hit that link and come up and talk to me if you want to. 3 rules. Rule number 1, you must be on camera at all times in the backstage and up here. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can turn your camera off. Let me know here in the private chat your name and if you do not want to be on camera. And then please silence all background noise. That's all I ask. All right. Now, today's overview is Louis Farrakhan scolds Rizza Islam for recent allegations. So let's get into this. Let me write down this 52, I'll say. So I'm trying to get these timestamps right, so when I do my chapters, they can just fall right into place. Now, Rizza Islam. So Rizza Islam recently has gotten married. Not gotten married, sorry. Rizza Islam has gotten engaged to a beautiful young lady. And here you guys are. I will let you guys see his proposal. It was very romantic, if I might say.
All the way up, and we ain't never coming down, no, no, no.
Now, I don't know if that's copyrighted, so I'm just going to turn it off. He doesn't really say much. They talk, but, let me see if I can put the captions on this. Because I don't know if that's copyrighted, and I don't want to get a copyright strike for it and cut this out, because this is very important. All right, let's see if it's still playing.
She still don't know, but it's a powerful thing.
Is she cute? You know what I mean? Everybody gotta have a cute bride when they get married. She's very cute, nice light skinned looking girl. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a major one.
Yes, sir. This is what I think right here.
You did do it. You can't make me.
It's okay. Look,
Jesus.
you said I knew it was you when I met you. And I'm saying the same thing to you. I knew it was you when I met you.
Don't get my snot on the camera.
So I'm asking you, would you please make me the happiest man?
Yes. Yes.
The way up. I done seen up right here. I done seen down right here. Yeah. Up in the car right here.
All right, it's still playing. I ain't trying to get a copyright strike. So, Rizza Islam took his bride to be, and they're getting married in next year. He proposed to his bride to be, and took her out for a nice day out on the town. Helicopter ride around LA. Took her to a nice dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, did all the things that you're supposed to do when it comes to, when you in love and you want to show the person that you're in love with how much you care about them and how much you know what I'm saying, you adore him and all this other stuff, and then he proposed later on that night at dinner, which is icing on the cake, if you ask me. She said yes, so they're getting married next year. So applause to them. Let me give them some applause. Go ahead, y'all. But with love, there also are problems. With that being said, Rizza Islam is being now accused by his bride to be of rapé, if I can say that here, of rapé. And Louis Farrakhan has called on to it. Now, this is what I will say of me being so close to the Nation of Islam. I'm not a member, but I am close enough to where, you know, I know a few things about the organization. Now, not only is there laws that we follow here in this country, in America, and in our respective states that we live in, the Nation of Islam also has its own bylaws, and they have to be followed to a T. These laws come out of the Quran itself, out of the what the hell is it's the Quran, and then you have the Sunnah. So, you know, Quran law, you know, all this when it comes to rapé, hitting your wife, it's all in there, and it's all shirk. So Louis Farrakhan basically has some things to say to him. Before I do that, I have the article short as hell. So here I go. I'll read up until the point until the video that I have for you guys. So this article comes from the Underground Bunker. Now, by me telling you where this is coming from, like I tell where all of my articles come from, I don't know if the Underground Bunker is a legitimate like news source. I only grabbed it because this is the only place that actually had something on this. So this is the reason why I'm reading it. This article was written back in September 13th. So here we go. This week, we heard from multiple current and former Nation of Islam members who told us that on Wednesday they were called in for an all-hands believers meeting at their local mosque to view a video address from leader Louis Farrakhan. One person we talked to said it was unusual that people were invited even if they were disciplined and were not normally invited for events. Everyone was called to see the video regardless of their status. Now, let me stop there, which is unusual. Now, let me stop there. If you guys don't know, look back when it comes to Malcolm X. Just watch the Malcolm X movie, or if you have Malcolm X's biography, he goes over him being suspended from the Nation of Islam. This basically goes with that Malcolm not being able to pray, which he still did, not being able to go to certain shops that the Nation of Islam owned. He couldn't go there, or he couldn't speak to anyone who was within the Nation of Islam. So by him being suspended, he couldn't go about his life how he usually would when, you know, he was, you know, not in trouble with the Nation of Islam, right? So in the video, our witnesses tell us Farrakhan said that an NOI sister had accused Rizza Islam of rapaying her. He subsequently obtained an audio recording that was made by someone attending the video address, and you can hear Farrakhan's words for yourself. So, sorry, I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. This is the address. Now, before I play this, a lot of people has said that they don't know if this is a real video. Some people have said they don't know if that was really Louis Farrakhan. Now, let me tell y'all something. As many Louis Farrakhan speeches I have listened to, as many times that I've turned on in countless years, Nation of Islam's February celebration, Savior's Day, as many times as I have listened to Farrakhan's words on either music or just the speech itself, I know this man's voice. And this is exactly Louis Farrakhan saying all of this stuff that you're about to hear right now. I'm letting you guys know this right now. It may not sound like him, but you gotta remember, Louis Farrakhan is all of what, 80-something years old, like 88 years old or something like that. So, and he just stepped down just this year, if not last year, of retiring from speaking. So the only time that people hear him is when it comes to these types of addresses, or if he has like a special type of speech that he has planned for all of his followers of the Nation of Islam. That's when he'll speak. He doesn't do speaking engagements like that anymore, but he does do some, not all, that he used to. So here is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan speaking on Rizza Islam, as well as other things that he was addressing to the Nation of Islam itself. So here we go.
How Solomon made out. I don't know how long he lived it either. And she'll kill himself with the 1,000 concubines. But I'm not envious of Solomon. And when you understand who a woman is and what a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with them. Don't mess over them. They are from God, but they can be from the devil if you don't treat them right. Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th. The sister is charging you, Brother Rizza, with rape. That's a horrible charge.
Now, I want you guys to listen up to right here when he addresses Rizza, because in the Quran, when it comes to you raping your wife, and to let you guys know this, in Islam, there are no girlfriends or boyfriends. There isn't any. There isn't none. You either, and it's really like I would say probably now, like in modern times, you probably do date a little bit, or of the person that you want to marry. But to let you guys know, in Islam, and I'm Muslim myself, there is no dating whatsoever. It's either you pick someone that you want to marry, and that's the person that you that you go for, and or either it's arranged by either your parents and their parents and stuff like that. But there is no dating at all. So I'm pretty sure Rizza has known this his his fiance for quite some time now. It's just now that, since, he's getting older and, he's in love with her, they probably was dating too. They probably allow it in the Nation of Islam. Some sectors in this country, they don't. Some places, well, in the Middle East, they don't allow dating at all. It's, you get matched up with somebody and that's the person that you marry. But be that as it may, it's all shirk when it comes to beating your wife or fiance, right, paying your wife or fiance. It's all shirk, and that means basically sin. And if Allah doesn't get to you first, somebody else will. Such as in the Nation of Islam, they don't take too kind of wrongdoing of black women. Now, if this is true or not, it still doesn't matter. Rizza has to look over his shoulder now, because although she probably didn't go to the police with this, she damn sure did write to the Nation of Islam, which I'm pretty sure they have some way that you can get in contact, either with, the local mosque. They'll go there, and then maybe that paperwork goes to Chicago to Mosque Mariam, and they let people know, and then the order gets sent down from Louis Farrakhan. All right, deal with him. That's what he's facing right now. If this is true, we don't know if this is true or not. It's only an allegation, and we don't know if this is true or not. But I'm telling you guys, this is exactly what he is facing. Is some motherfuckers putting hands and feet on him. That's basically what he has coming to him, if this is true. But I want you guys to pay close attention to what Louis Farrakhan says to Rizza Islam. Here we go.
But to my sister, you look with yourself. You were engaged to that man. According to what I read. And you allowed him to stay in your house. You allowed him to lay down on your bed. And he laid down beside you. What the hell is going on here? And get angry with you because you act like the savage is just a quarter of an inch under your skin. See, you bring the nigger out of us and then act like you did nothing.
Now, this is probably where people thought that this wasn't Louis Farrakhan. But if you have watched countless hours of his speeches, he does cuss in his speeches. He does say nigga, nigger. He says it all in his speeches. This is how I knew this was him. I was like, oh yeah, that's Louis right there. Because when he's addressing people, either if it's the government or if there's, let's say it's a rumor against the Nation of Islam or somebody who's a big name, just like Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X and I don't believe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in the Nation of Islam, but I do believe he was a Muslim of some sort. Maybe he was a Orthodox Muslim like me, but who knows? But anyway, when it comes to this, right? When it comes to him addressing people, he does use profanity sometimes. Not all the time, but he does use profanity. So let's keep going.
If you engage don't mean come to my room, get in my bed, and I'll lay beside you, and nothing better happen. You're a damn fool. Now, when you started acting up like you wanted something, Rizza, no, stop.
Now, before he continues, Farrakhan does things like this. If you ever watched his speeches, he'll act out what he's trying to pervade to the people, what he's trying to present to the people. He'll act it out so you can get further understanding of what he's saying or whatever. So let's keep going.
See, when you get this nigga up in a man, and you will tell him stop. Well, what the hell are you doing? Getting me in this condition mentally and telling me stop. You got to be a hell of a man to get that close and stop. Sisters, you need to mind yourself. You want to pull down a good man, and you got him. But I bet you he ain't gonna marry you. If you want a man, don't give him a damn thing but the greetings. And give the greeting with your eyes lowered. Our women are beautiful, man. You can't lay beside one of our women. And even the ugliest one you think is ugly, lay beside her and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You better come to the class, FOI class, and learn how to be a good man. So, Brother Rizza, I very much love you. And I respect the good work that you do. But don't mess it up by being immoral. Because you're handsome and highly intelligent and you win arguments. Good. But you can't win an argument with God and his law. And you're going to have to answer to the law.
Is that it? I believe that's it. So one moment, y'all. I gotta grab my Quran because I have my Sunnah in there. So 1 second, y'all. All right, so man, what a so I'm pretty sure in the Sunnah it says something of the sort. So let's see. So it has in here birthrights. Let's check the birthrights before I get to the get back to it, to the article. Let's see what it says when it comes to birthrights. Okay. All right, it's not in here, so let me check. Let me check the Quran itself. Because I want you guys to actually know exactly what the Quran says when it comes to this. Okay, references and authorities. 99 attributes. Let's see. All right, we're gonna have to wiki this because I can't find it. Plus, we don't have much time. So let me go online and see what it says. So okay, so rapé in Islamic law. So in Islam, human sexuality is governed by Islamic law. Accordingly, sexual violation is regarded as a violation of moral and divine law. Islam divides claims of sexual violation into divine rights and interpersonal rights. One second. Now, to form requiring divine punishment or penalties, in their latter belonging to the more flexible human realm. Rapé is considered a serious sexual crime in Islam. In Islam, rapé is called zina al-zabr. I guess I said it right. I don't know. Or I'm not going to say the second one because it's a weird pronunciation. And it falls under the rules of Hiraba. Classic Islamic law regarded the crime of sexual violation as a coercive zina, and therefore ahad offerance. There is also a lack of recognition of marital rapé by mainstream jurisdiction or jurists. Sorry. So let's get down to let's see, where's it at? Marital rapé. So Islamic law was historically handled marital law differently from modern laws due to the fact that sexual consent is a modern concept, and Islamic law was formulated in the pre-modern era. So, rather than being a violation of consent, sexual abuse within marriage was conceptualized as harm inflicted on the wife, and judges used to harm reduction principles when judging these cases. Historical records show that when experiencing sexual abuse, some women were able to go to court and force their husbands to desist, and pay damages even in the pre-modern Muslim world. For example, I need to enlarge this because my eyes are bad. Or I can't see it. I won't say my eyes are bad, but okay, for example, uh perineal tearing by the husband was criminalized, and the wife to hold on, that's too big because I can't follow where I'm at. Hold on 1 second. All right, I think I got it. All right, I got it. So, criminalized and entitled the wife to monetary compensation. Marital rape could also be classified as act of aggression against the wife and lead to perception of the husband and the wife obtaining divorce. By the punishments were not as severe as they are against other forms of rape. Medieval jurists classified rape under the crime of, and it's that word that I couldn't say earlier. So, well, it was Zina Abizabur, I think it was. So, let me get back to it because I can't even see where I'm at. Okay, but no medieval jurists classified marital rape as such. The term, and I can't say the term, refers to usurping something that belongs to another by force and against the person's will. It denotes something ugly and reprehensible. Nevertheless, some medieval jurists made a distinction between forced and consensual sex within marriage. While the majority of Islamic jurists do not recognize marital rape as rape, some modern inter interpretation interpretations of Islamic law prohibits marital rape in other ways. According to some mosque in Egypt, I can't say it. Anyway, Islamic scholars can condemn when a husband uses violence to force his wife to sleep with him or asks his wife to have sexual intercourse during her menstrual period, in an abnormal sexual position, or during fasting hours in Ramadan. So basically, during the light of day, right? You can't have, like, during Ramadan, during the light of day. There's no eating, there's no sex, there's no drinking of any source other than water. And what else can't you do? I forget. But anyway, you can't do any of that stuff until there's no light of day anymore, when it's nighttime, basically. So, in response, the wife has the right to take her husband to court and be must be punished, and he must be punished for the act. According to this opinion, a wife has numerous grounds to refuse sexual relations with her husband, including if he has contagious diseases, or if sexual intercourse hurts her body. Islamic law advises that the sexual intercourse between man and wife should be conducted with intimacy and love. One school, I can't say it, but anyway, it's the school. Traditional allows the husband to forcibly have sex with his wife if she didn't have a legitimate reason to refuse. This is also indicated in the, can't see it. I think it says Fa manual. This particular, I would say hadith, no. Hanafi position was not prevalent in other schools of thought who neither authorized forced sex in marriage nor penalized it. Okay, so punishment of convicted rapaists. Rapé is punishable in some circumstances by the had of zina, as well in some circumstances by the had, and it is also uh, complemented by tazir. So basically, this is what it's saying, right? A rapaeus gets stoned to death, basically. All right. Muslim jurists agreed that the punishment would not be advert even if the perpetuator claimed to be ignorant of the law. That's just like here in this country. So this is because of the the immorality of the crime of rapé and the severe harm it causes the victim. So basically, in other words, people, the husband gets stoned to death. That's the that's the basic that's the basic punishment of this here basically crime. Not only in, the respective state that he lives in, but in Islamic law and also in Nation of Islam by law. Like it's all it's all shirk, it's all sin, and it's also a crime. So if he did do this, then it's some men in the Nation of Islam that will put hands and feet on Rizza. Just saying. Now, keep going with the article. Farrakhan says that brother Rizza needs to raise his moral standard, and that the allegation by the sister is a horrible charge. But he also criticized the unnamed woman for allowing Rizza into her house. They were reportedly engaged. All right, we saw the video where I showed you guys him proposing to her to be his wife or whatever. So let's keep going. And allowing him into her bed. But ultimately, Farrakhan says Rizza must answer to the law. We sent detailed requests for comment to the Nation of Islam's media division and Rizza Islam's criminal defense attorney, Jeremy McLamont. Now, if you guys don't know why Rizza has an attorney, he has a court date later on this month. This was in the article, but I only needed the part that spoke on what I'm speaking on tonight, because all that other salacious shit don't really mean shit. If you guys don't know Rizza's track record when it comes to like him being in court, watch the 5150 show. He says it on there. I don't know when he says it, but he's basically the last person in this little fight that he has with the law right now. So we'll let you know if we hear back from either of them. Farrakhan has chosen an interesting time to accuse Rizza of immoral behavior. An eyewitness who viewed the video told us that Farrakhan's words were part of a section in a 2-hour address when he was dealing with punitive measures. Brother Rizza was just one of the several people that Farrakhan was admonishing. So let's talk about that. So the Nation of Islam has like these secret addresses, right? So they'll send out a call like, come to the mosque. Uh, the minister wants to speak to us. Normally, when he does do these, he's either reprimanding some people because of some things that he's displeased of. He'll let them know some things that's coming up. Also, he'll give like a quick address of some things coming. So I've never been to any of them, but they talk. So they'll say, yeah, we had a meeting with the minister last night. It was a great talk that he had with us. Blah blah blah. They don't go any further than that. They don't get into details of what was spoken of. They just say, yeah, he had a great talking to with us yesterday night. It was very refreshing. All this good stuff that they say about him. So here we go. Brother Rizza was just one of the several people that Farrakhan was admonishing. The witness told us that each of the people named in the segment was a well-known figure in the Nation of Islam, as usual. All right, and there was no question that Brother Rizza, that the Brother Rizza that Farrakhan was disciplining was Rizza Islam. We asked our witness if he thought the rape accusations would result in a report to law enforcement, but he said the crime was not an infraction in the NOI's legal system. We are discouraged to take things to the U.S. legal system, he said. We produced a transcript to go along with the audio recording, which you guys don't need that. Y'all can just go to the transcript after this video is done. So, where was that? Where was I at? Okay, we produced a transcript to go along with the audio recording we obtained. Let us know what you think about Farrakhan's accusation and what it might mean for Rizza. We asked our witness to the video address what penalties such a horrible charge might carry, and he suggested that Rizza might be denied access to the mosque, basically suspension. Considering the way that Farrakhan coughed the allegation by blaming the woman for creating the situation that might be the extent of it, but we also find in a recent video that Rizza himself has advocated for a stiffer penalty. Now, that was said in the article. And I will say this, and again, I will reiterate, if this is true, it's gonna be some brothers in some bow ties showing up to Rizza's home, and either they'll call him out so he can get proper punishment at the mosque, or they'll put hands and feet on him at his place of residence. Well, we've seen this countless times when it comes to Malcolm X finding out that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad had some let's see if I can get them both in there like that. That the most honorable Elijah Muhammad had some young concubines that he was taking under his wing, I should say. If you don't know who some of those wives are, the national spokesperson of which the title Malcolm X held during his time in the Nation of Islam. The national spokesperson of the Nation of Islam, his mother, may she rest in peace, was one of those women. I don't know if she was young, but I know she was one of Elijah Muhammad's wives. So, with that being said, if any of you guys would like to come up and speak with me about this and talk about this, you can. The link is in the chat, pinned to the top. Please hit that link, come on in. The rules are you must be on camera at all times, all right? Secondly, if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. You still have to be on camera back here on the backstage. Let me know here in the private chat if you would like to not be on camera or if you do want to be on camera. Do not make it a conversation. Please let me know what your name is. So when I'm looking at it, I know who's going up with a camera or not a camera, all right? And also, last rule, please silence all background noise, all right? I beg of you. With that being said, if you could like this video, subscribe if you're new here, and share me to your social medias. I will be right back. So anybody who wants to come up, please hit that link and we'll be right back. All right. All right, people, you can come on up right now as we speak. We can talk about any of the topics I presented tonight. Either if you want to talk about the Tasha K thing, the Roadrage thing, the kids in the Wawa, or the Rizza Islam accusations. So you can come up right now if you would like to. If not, we can end the show here. So I'll give you guys another, I don't know, another minute or two. Come on, hit the link. It's pinned in the top. If you don't know where it's at, look at the chat. What's in the blue? Hit the blue rectangle, and it expands. Hit the link. Come on up here. Come on, anybody want to come up here? Y'all can come up here. We can talk about this. Come on now. All right, well, going once, going twice. Y'all can hit the link. Come on, it's right there in the chat. It's pinned in blue. All right, the pin in blue. Hit it. It expands. You can come talk to me. All right. Let me show y'all. Y'all probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So check this out. This right here, that's in the blue. Y'all see that in the chat section? I wish y'all could see my cursor, but right here in the blue, if you hit that, it expands, and then you hit the link. After you hit the link, it'll take you to Restream where I'm at right now, and then you can come up and talk to me. All right? So just in case somebody was confused, that's what you can do. Come on. There's 6 people in here. Come on, man. Cat got y'all's tongue, or what? Do I gotta cock my shotgun so the NOI don't come to my house? I'm playing. I'm playing. So nobody wants to come up? All right. Well, I guess we'll end the show here. Between the time of me ending the show and y'all wanting to come up here, I'll stop ending the show if you guys come up here. So, with that being said, I guess it's time to go. But you can hit the link before I go, all right? Now, with that being said, I guess we out of here. But hit the link if you want to come up here. You can, all right? Now, with that being said, people, I do a show every Friday and Saturday, both times, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have some vacation time ahead of me, so I'll be posting a lot more throughout the week. These next 3 weeks and 2 days I have off. So, whatever topic comes to me, I'll make sure that I'll do some research on it and I'll come live. Please hit the link if you guys want to come up here and talk to me. You can also. Like I said, both shows come on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be shy. Write something in the comment section. Also, you can subscribe to both of my YouTube channels. You can subscribe to both channels. To either channel, doesn't matter. If you go to Marcus Speaks, you can subscribe to both Marcus Speaks and hit that bell icon as well. Go down, scroll down a little bit on my channel, you'll see Marcus Speaks Play, my secondary channel. And you can subscribe to that and hit the bell icon, and vice versa with Marcus Speaks Play. You can do that as well. Also, if you could, the links are in the description box below. If you would like to come up here and talk to me, you still can. All right. But there are 3 rules when coming up here. When you hit the link, and come and talk to me. The 3 rules are: you must be on camera at all times here on the backstage, and when I bring you up here to the public, Also, if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine too. You still have to be on camera here on the backstage so I can see exactly who I'm speaking with. There's a private chat back here. Right in the private chat as soon as you get back here. Your name that is over top of your screen. Write it right in there what your name is. If you would like to be on camera or would not like to be on camera. So once I bring you up, I know who wants to be on camera, who doesn't. Also, the third and final thing is please silence all background noise. All right. And lastly, before we get out of here, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new here. And nobody wanted to come up, so that's all I got. So I guess I'm out of here, y'all. So before I leave you guys, I'm gonna leave y'all with something. Please, if you could, focus on getting that money if you can, because money makes the world go round. Also, drink more water for health purposes. Also, mind your own business for your own sanity, because we all know once your sanity goes, everything else goes. Also, lastly, too, when you're looking up something, don't take people's words for it, all right? Do your own research, all right? So, people, I'm out of here. So, one thing that I have to say before I go is thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you guys sometime this next week. Peace out. Oh, before I go, if you could, please refresh this and then write in the comment section. All right. Thank you.